here we go. I'm still working on the Kyle Busch number 8 alternate paint scheme of the Lucas. As of right now, I've completed it, so for the end of the video, I'll throw some of the completed photos of it up. Turned out really nice. I like it. At this point, this was, gosh, I think this was back about a week or two ago where I was applying these decals. So this Lucas Oil here on the back, I actually made a mistake with this. That's the larger one. But because it had the little accent there on the left, I thought it went on the rear of the car. That actually goes on, should have went over the trunk. I since remedied that because there's a smaller one that went on the rear panel. I realized once I put on the CAMARO logo under it that it was just too tight. And I had to look at my source image to get squared away. I don't know why I did that. I guess I just had a brain fart. I don't have anything in the hopper after this. I do have all these unpainted Auto World cars I'm going to pick out and figure out what to do next. But I think I'm going to go to STS Decals and source some HO patriotic schemes since this is the 250th anniversary of America. So in this instance, pretty much the driver's side of the car is done, so I need to replicate it on the left side of the car. So this is the side sponsor with the Lucas Oil decals. And like I said, I tend to cut them all out, or maybe I didn't say, but because these cars, these decals never lie properly on them. Looking at the weather today, they're calling for another 5 inches of snow. I'll probably put a fire in later. Try to save on the electric a little bit. Use nature's bounty versus the county's. Hard to believe it's already 2026. Another year older. So what I'm going to do here is flip it around. Probably flip it around. Flip it around a couple times. Figure out where I need to put it in reference to the opposite side. Well, this is the part where it starts looking like something. Not sure what I'm doing there. I'm having to do another voiceover. My other one, I guess. I did a voiceover and I had the microphone on something else, and you could hear whatever was in the background playing, and it really screwed up the voiceover. Not that this is going to be much better, but we'll see. Oh, there we are, separating the decal from the water slide backing. Cutting out a couple more pieces here. I've got a little project I'm going to show off in the next video. I think I'm going to work on this Japanese Zero. It goes with my pew pew planes. Start showing you a couple little scenery hints. I still haven't ordered any lights from Evan Designs. I need to get off my tuckus and do it. So right there's the whites. I'm trying to show you how easy it is to cut these. Now these go on the bottom door panels, but there's 3 that's supposed to be on it. I can only fit 2 because for whatever reason this vehicle here, I don't know, it's just not as wide as the other one. Got some blues going today. Love the blues. If you're in the blues, you haven't ever seen the movie Crossroads with Ralph Macchio. The soundtrack was done by Ry Cooder and Steve Vai. Was it Steve Vai? Yeah, I believe so. He used to be a guitarist for David Lee Roth, and David Lee Roth went solo. Pudgy. damn good movie. I don't know how far along in this I am. Okay, there we go. Just drop the thing on the side. There we go. So you may not notice right here, this toothpick, I actually do sand the end of it down so it's not as sharp. I always try to keep one like that. That way when I slide these decals, because they do have water and some of them are more delicate than the others, you can tear the decal. You also want to make sure you have quite a bit of water on there. What I'll use is the Dawn Power Wash dish spray with some distilled water. Squirt a little bit of that Dawn in there and that'll help it slide. It doesn't affect the total or the finished product at all. So right here I'm just looking where the S is lined up versus, in conjunction to the number 8. Try to keep it symmetrical on each side, or is that asymmetrical? I think it's symmetrical. Gonna have to pull the L down a little bit, and then the L and the U will be wrapped under that wheel well right there on the passenger back side. And of course you gotta wick it, and you can wick it good, done it. And what that does is get the water out from under the decal pretty much when you've got it almost in the position you want it. You can still do minor adjustments to it afterwards. And if you do need to move it a large area, if you're not happy with it or for whatever, you screw it up with your fingers, you can just add a little more of the distilled water with the power wash mix. Sometimes if it's on there really tough, you can take a soft bristle paintbrush and work it until it softens up again, and then get under the edge and get a little moisture in the back of the decal. So here we're throwing on the back of the old school style Lucas Oil. What would you call that? I guess the logo, yeah. I guess they're changing the format this year of NASCAR. Some people love it, some people hate it. I don't know, I'm indifferent. I just like watching the races. I think the next race I'm going to try to get to is Richmond. It's not too far from the house. So I've been to Charlotte, and then I went down to, what's that one down? Down south of us, Bristol. Bristol's a short check. I need to talk to my buddy Ron, try and plan me a trip down to Alabama and go to Talladega. That would be awesome. So about pushing 9 minutes in. So we're only going to run this one around 15 minutes. My videos have been running over. So yeah, I think here on payday I'm going to order some decals, place another order with Tato out in Australia, see what they got on printed now decals, and get some customs from STS. I already emailed them or messaged them on Facebook. So I'm probably going to use some of the patriotic stuff for the some of these different unpainted Auto World cars. Now right here I'm cutting out the taillights. Made a mistake with that as well. I just slapped it on the butt initially, and then I got to looking at my source photo, and those were way too close together. It's almost as if these I don't know, parts of this decal seem like it was made for like HO scale, and 1/64 is a little larger, but some like this, the rear lights look like they were cut or sized for HO, but then the roof number and the words Lucas Oil that goes behind the 8 on the roof were perfect. So I don't know. It's like the designer didn't pay close attention to it. I mean, it would have been easier. I mean, it's a fix. I just had to cut the rear lights and with the bow tie Chevy logo. I had to section that in 3 pieces and spread it, but you know, you already had it lined up. I think you would have just done it. Here's the devil in the details, that tiny little 8. You got one that goes on the rear right, and one that goes on the front, what was it, front left, yeah. Now, if you get one of these knockoffs from Auto World, you're not going to have all these details on it. You'll just have the major sponsors and that's it. And I think some of it's just, as far as different sponsors, I think it's a licensing thing. You're not going to have proper sponsors a lot of times. Yesterday it was like 11 degrees. Today it's 22. Lovely weather. So you'll see here when I apply this and start sliding left and right and get it centered, you'll see how, you know, these lights should go pretty much to the edge of the left and right of the rear car. But you can start to see already there's quite a gap there. And then of course I've got the wrong logo or wrong decal under it with that Lucas Oil. You can see how big it is. And this is when I started realizing, man, that Lucas Oil is just too big. So I think here in a second, I realize I screwed up. And this is pretty much where that video is going to end. Like I said, I'll throw a picture out here in a second when I edit the video. I keep adjusting it. I don't know what I was doing. I was thinking, oh, I can fix this. This is fine. Right off on my damn finger. Yep. That's a frustrating part. And that's why I think I ended up giving up this video right here. You're just like, all right, something's got to give. I'm going to have to fix this. That's part of doing your customs, you know, live and learn. You can see I screwed up that part, so I had to go back and fix that. That's why it's good not to get in a hurry when you do these things, because you're going to start getting sloppy. You're not going to pay attention where your fingers are at. Speaking of which, always wash your hands before you get started on these things. I use a nail brush. My wife even mentioned I had nice nails. I was like, well, I'll use a nail brush. Take care of your fingernails, your feet, and your teeth, kids. Life will serve you well. Well, I'm about to wrap this video up because I can tell I'm frustrated. So, as I always end it, from the beautiful mountains in the heart of Appalachia from West by God, Virginia, go forth and do good things.